Damn. So, what I previously recorded was not recorded, apparently. And I was basically talking about Shel Silverstein, of how he's one of my my most favorite poet and the most important poet. Pretty much not only to my writing career, but to my life, as well as several others, due to the fact that during times in elementary school where we had to do projects, we were we had to choose non-fictional pieces, and for some reason I always went to the poetry section because, hey, poems are stories, and poems can be fictional or non-fiction. And I guess I should begin with where I ended in the last video that I did not record. I'm going to read 3 poems from this book. This is A Light in the Attic. I also have Where the Sidewalk Ends and Falling Up. And the inner page is pretty cool. It has one of the dedications. And then on the last page, another one. But when you remove the sleeve, which took me a while in the first video to actually figure out what that was called, we get this nice signature right here. So yeah, it's a black book. I was honestly disappointed face value once I took the sleeve off, but it has 12 extra poems that were not in the original, and I bought the set, so I'm really happy with what I bought with this purchase. And again, like I said, to begin where I left off on the last video, I've written my own poetry book, and I undersell myself so heavily, because it's like, who the fuck am I to write poems and for people to like that? Well, look how small this poem is on this fucking page right here. Literally, this Shel Silverstein uses an entire fucking page 110, literally is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fucking lines long, with 3 to 4 words each line. That's it. That's the entire page. And I always was like, man, what if I'm selling my poetry book? What if I'm selling my poems, but I'm overpricing them? Like, how can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How can 22 words be worth an entire page? But then you read it, and it makes sense. And it's like, okay. But seeing it physically, tactile fucking touching and seeing something so small written by somebody that was so inspiring to me as a child, that they literally have an entire page that is 22 words. Board. I can't afford a skateboard. I can't afford an outboard. I can't afford a surfboard. All I can afford is a board. And it's called I'm Bored. I mean, man, if there's nothing more satisfying than getting a book and going like that, it's shutting a fucking flip phone when you don't want to talk to anybody anymore. And just reading that is validation of like, man, it doesn't matter how little I have to say or how short my poems are. Somebody's gonna fuck with it someday. Somehow. So another one. We're doing short ones for this video. Anteater. A genuine anteater. The pet man told my dad, Turned out it was an ant eater. And now my uncle's mad. That's even shorter than the other one. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. This is one word less than the board poem. It's more shorter words, but it still exists. And again, it still inspired the fuck out of me as a kid, man. You gotta smell the books every now and then. Some of these poems are fucking sick, man. The Skin Stealer. I hope I can seamlessly continue this video. The Skin Stealer, man. That's where I left off. And let's... Oh my god! This guy... So maybe I need drawings. Maybe drawings would help. But again, there's probably still poetry books that are like half this size, that have the same amount of words but no drawings, right? Like, look at this. Look at this. Literally, this is the only fucking section that has words. That's it. That's it. That's it. The rest of it is open space. Imagination, man. Have fun. It's safe to swim in Primrose Park. I guarantee there are no sharks. He made 2 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 words. 13 words for 2 pages. I am now convinced that my poetry book is actually worth something. Maybe it takes you going through your childhood memories and reassorting your fucking memories, like your chronological fucking, the things that made you, like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are even you? Like, who the fuck are you? I don't know you. Do you know you? I mean, you are probably the you that has existed the last year, but who are you? Where the fuck did you come from? What books have you read? What movies have you watched? What shows have you seen? Who have you spoken to? What things have you done? I don't know, man. Do you know yourself? Let me know in the comments. We're almost to fucking 1,000 subscribers, and then I'm pumping money back into you guys, and we'll get even deeper. We'll get even deeper. I'm working on interviews. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen someday. Patience and fucking discipline. And right. I did say in the first video that I did not record that I was going to recite a poem that I do have. And I will read this, I guess this one, about anxiety. Since we're in the fucking mood for poetry. This one's called Anxiety, I guess. As far as right now. Here we go. This anxiety is inside of me. Anxiety is when you're trying to have a peaceful night's rest, only to wake up with a drum line practicing inside of your chest. Anxiety is the one stranger on a bus, and that one person who walks too close to you on the sidewalk because they might stab you. This anxiety is inside of me. Anxiety is a refreshing crystal clear pool in the heat of the summer, but by the time you jump in, the water becomes tar and burning rubber. Anxiety is a monster that used to live under your bed, but it grew up and now it's living inside of your head. This anxiety inside of me. Anxiety confides in me. It loves me. It wants me. It needs me. Like a parasite feeding off of my fear and my fright and my panic. It's definitely not eating light. Anxiety would call itself my best friend. We've grown up together. We've had all our first times together. We've suffered together. We've struggled together. I mean, I've struggled. I have suffered this anxiety inside of me, but I've been pushing hard, reframing my mind, and this anxiety inside of me doesn't have to be. Anxiety is still inside of me, but now it fears me. Anxiety, I know it's there, and it's scared. This anxiety is still inside of me, which means I am in control. This anxiety will slowly die without parole. This anxiety still inside of me tries and tries to lie to me, making promises of danger and death, but I know I can see prescience. This anxiety still inside of me, that one that's still inside of me, that one that's still not who I am. Battle after battle, I move forward trying to be a free man, but this anxiety, goddamn, it's still inside of me. Yeah, so I guess follow 48 Shucks if you haven't followed yet. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and we definitely appreciate it. We've definitely hit the halfway goal, and all we need is to kick it to the fucking final end. Let's go, Lasso, baby. I don't know what a better ending could be.